morning.
What are you making?
We're making butterscotch.
How hard is it to make butterscotch?
I think it's one of the easiest things we make. You literally don't do anything. You just pour it out on the table, add a bit of salt, and it's done.
That sounds awesome.
It sounds so great. We do add one extra step in the boiling process, where after we remove something, we add some butter to it. But other than that, it is a very easy lolly to make.
Hi, welcome to Sticky. Today we are going to be teaching you how to make butterscotch. It's one of the easiest things you make and you can do it at home.
Hi, Cooper.
Hi, Annabelle. How are you?
What are you making?
Christmas! Butterscotch!
You're going to see us use a slightly different method, but we have copy and pasted your method at home. You'll be using slightly less ingredients and a few different techniques, but we're going to show you and it's going to be super easy. Mix 500 grams of raw sugar. Raw sugar is very important. Don't use white sugar, don't use another type of sugar, raw sugar. With 150 milliliters of water, the sugar must be all the way wet through or it'll burn, and then we're going to cook to boiling. You'll know it's boiling when it starts to bubble. Then you're going to add 125 grams of glucose syrup. You can substitute corn syrup, but it does give it a slightly different taste. I think it tastes cornier. And you're going to cook it to 125 degrees Celsius.
Got some butter.
Whole one butter.
One butter.
Extra butter, please.
Here, Cooper is adding heaps of butter, but you only need to add 50 grams of salted butter and stir occasionally to ensure the candy doesn't stick to the pot and burn. And you're going to cook this then all the way to 160 degrees. This step's really important and I want to make sure this comes through. So you're going to spray a baking tray with canola oil, and the canola oil is going to stop the candy sticking to the tray. And then you're going to take this baking tray and put it in another baking tray with water in it. So the water is going to take the heat out of the candy when it's poured on to stop it sticking and to make it cool down faster. From here, it gets super easy. Pour the candy into the top tray. Remember, we've got the top tray and the bottom tray is full of water. And then you're going to add salt to taste. You can kind of take candy out little bit by little bit, cool it and taste it with the salt. I recommend quite a bit of salt. And really, it's just as much as you want.
Do you prefer like salty butterscotch or like average butterscotch?
I'm a fan of salty butterscotch, but boss likes it so that it's the perfect in-between. Salty, sweet. I'm still trying to figure out that ratio.
I feel like it could have used a bit more salt.
You think?
Yeah, I mean it's just to taste, so it's not like the exact. Just a little bit maybe. I've never made butterscotch.
No?
I think I have once, but like when I say I made it, Dad made it.
It didn't. Is that better? There you go.
Yeah, I think that looks good.
It's so pretty.
And then you can have a little bit of fun and play with your candy. Remember to always wear gloves, especially if you want to touch candy. Never touch the molten candy. Some parts of it'll be hard, some parts of it might be softer. Try to touch the hard parts of the candy at all times. Stay away from the liquid. If you get some on you, immediately run it under cold water and just please, please, please wear gloves.
It's got a bit of a sweeter taste, but raw sugar has more like a brown sugar kind of flavor. What's in brown sugar? What's it called?
It's brown sugar.
Molasses. Got a bit of a molassesy flavor. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Molassesy.
Like a bit stickier and it's almost like a burnt flavour, but not burnt.
Yeah, like a bitterness. You know when you have a sip of coffee and it's like, oh, that's nice, and there's like that weird bitterness. That's what molasses is like. I guess Jonathan's sick today.
Yes.
Wow, guess nobody's packing candy then.
Yeah. Got stuff over the weekend, it's fine.
Guess I'll be packing either. Hey, Miranda. Oh. So fast.
We use a different technique to cut up our candy, but Cooper's going to show you the technique you're going to use. You're just going to use regular scissors, make sure they're clean, and you're just going to chop, chop, chop into the piece size you want. You might want bigger pieces, you want smaller pieces, and then as soon as it's cool, it's ready to eat.
This is inside of the candy. I say sorry too much.
Canadian traits.
Just Canadian things. Like this.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoy. Please follow us, like, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified when we post, because that way we can keep making great videos and better videos, hopefully.